All right, welcome to this video here where we're going to be taking a look at how can we estimate a square root of a non-perfect square. So what we're going to be what we're going to look at here in the example that we're going to do is the square root of 300. Now in my class and what I've been doing with my students is to figure out what are the perfect squares, how can we take the square root of them, and they've been trying to memorize the first 20, everything from 1 to 400. And so we're going to use those as benchmarks as we go through how to come up with with solving or estimating the square root of something that's not a perfect square, like square root of 300. Here's the steps that we're going to follow. Number one, draw a number line with two benchmarks. Okay, so that's going to look something like this here. We draw it out. It's going to be a nice straight line, has two benchmarks, one on each side. And honestly, for what we're doing, just the two are going to be completely fine. The second step is that the benchmarks are going to be the perfect squares that are above and below the desired root. So 300, again, is not a perfect square, but 289 is, and 324 is as well. Okay, so these are the two perfect squares which surround 300. Okay, there's nothing closer. We have the two that are around there. Now, when we take the square root of these, we should get numbers that are 1 apart. Okay, and that's what we're going to see next. So I want you to put the square root of the perfect squares on the bottom of the line. So 17 and 18, you notice that they are 1 apart. 17, 18. Okay, 17 squared would be 289. 18 squared is 324. Now, once we have this here, we can estimate, okay, where along the line the desired square root is located. Well, is 300 closer to 289, closer to 324, but right in the middle, something along those lines? So we're just going to kind of move it here. No, okay. Oh, where are we going here? No, up there. There we go. Okay, let's use that as I would say, a pretty good estimate. Now you'll notice that 300 is a little bit closer to 289. Okay, it's about 11 away from 289, whereas it's 24 away from 18. So it's about a third of the way, roughly. Okay, now this is where the estimating part comes in. We have good benchmarks, so now we can estimate where we think it's going to be. Your answer should be somewhere between 17 and 18. Okay, so based on this location, estimate the square root of the given number. I'm going to always ask that you give one decimal place more than the square roots that you have. So 17 and 18 should be 17 point something. And I'm going to say about 17.4. If you said 17.3, that would totally work as well. But that gives us a nice or a good estimate of the answer. Now, if you want to figure out the actual one, you can do that as well and see how good you did. But in this case here, we're going to try to do it without calculators, and we're going to do it by estimation. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful rest of the day.